You know that moment when you find money in your jacket pocket? Ugh, that little burst of joy. Surprise. Well, imagine feeling that way every week. That's what Calm It Down Deeper is like. Here's the deal. Every episode, ad-free and early. You get them on Sunday instead of on Tuesdays. Plus, exclusive meditations, live Q&As that will make you feel like you've got VIP pass to tranquility. So if this podcast is your cup of tea, think of Calm It Down Deeper as the whole teapot. No, really. Check it out at calmitdownpodcast.com and look for Calm It Down Deeper. There's even a free trial, so if it's not your thing, it's okay. It's no big deal, no sweat. Check it out, calmitdownpodcast.com. Look for Calm It Down Deeper. And now, on to today's episode. There's a scene in almost every movie with a hero in it. And maybe it's after a defeat or a huge setback, where the character is slumped over, covered in dust or dirt or maybe even blood, and they've lost something, maybe everything, right? And just when you think they're done for, they breathe. Not a deep one, not a dramatic breath, just a simple breath. It's small, it's quiet, but it's enough. And that breath is everything, right? It's the first signal that they're still here. And that maybe, just maybe, they're not done. I mean, they are the hero, after all, right? But that's what burnout feels like. It's not always loud. It's not always dramatic. But most of the times, burnout is this quiet unraveling. It's this slow depletion. More of a, how did I even get here, right? Here's the thing I want you to hear. You're not broken. You're just out of breath. So today, we're going to talk about rebuilding after burnout. Not with fireworks or 5 a.m. cold plunges or some dramatic overhaul. No. But with that one small, quiet breath. The one that tells you, I'm still here. I'm Chad Lawson, and let's calm it down in 3, 2, 1. Let me tell you something. I wish someone had told me the very first time that I hit a wall. Burnout is not failure. It's feedback. I know. It sounds like a cheesy bumper sticker, but hang in here with me. Burnout is not the end. It's the body and the mind finally raising a hand to say, hello, I need a little help over here. And when we ignore it, oh my gosh, it speaks so loud, right? I mean, fatigue becomes exhaustion. Frustration becomes apathy. And that fire that once drove us begins to dim to a flicker. And then suddenly, even getting out of bed is just a challenge. But here's the thing about fires. Even after the blaze dies down, there are still embers. And with the right breath, they can catch again. Did you hear that? Even after the blaze dies down, there are still embers. And with the right breath, they can catch again. And maybe this time, the fire that we rebuild, it's less about proving and more about just simply being warm. So how do we do this? How do we rebuild after burnout? Well, first, not by trying to be who you were before the burnout. That version of you, it got tired for a reason. We rebuild by becoming someone who listens more, who moves slower, who loves softer. We start small with a seed, not with a skyscraper, right? And we learn to trust small efforts again. Maybe it's a slow walk around the block, or saying no without feeling guilty, or laughing at a meme that a friend sent without needing to fake a reply. But tiny things that bring you back to life without demanding you perform. Because rest, it's not weakness, it's preparation. Hey, a quick intermission here. Like when your pets walk across your keyboard during a Zoom call. It happens. We've all been there. But while we're here, I want to talk about Calm It Down Deeper. Calm It Down Deeper is your fast pass to calm. Weekly episodes, Sunday releases, ad-free listening, and a whole lot of exclusive material like guided meditations, live Q&As that will make you feel like you are in on one of the world's most relaxing secret. If you want in, you can join us. Go to calmitdownpodcast.com. Look for Calm It Down Deeper. Because who doesn't want to be part of the cool kids meditation club? I mean, really, come join us. Thanks. And now, back to it. So the very first thing we have to realize is rest is not laziness, it's repair. I'm going to say that again because it's really important. Rest is not laziness, it's repair. If your phone battery hit 0, you wouldn't be surprised when it shut down, right? I mean, it's obvious. You wouldn't call it weak or lazy or dramatic. You just plug it in. Well, you deserve the same courtesy. Not just with sleep, though that's a huge part of it, but I'm talking like real rest. The kind that asks nothing of you, and that fills you rather than drains you. Maybe that means turning off your phone notifications, or maybe that means just saying no more often. Maybe it means going for a walk without even listening to a podcast in your ears. I know, I won't be offended. Or just lying in the grass and doing absolutely nothing but looking at the sky. Because there is no productivity quota for healing. There's not. You don't need to justify stillness. You have permission to rest. You have permission to rest. So the next thing that we want to do is connect with your why. Because burnout doesn't just take your energy, it takes your why, the reason why. It strips the joy from the things that you used to love, and then it replaces it with a to-do list you didn't ask for, right? And so instead of asking yourself, what do I have to do today? Well, maybe we ask, what makes me feel alive today, right? Not productive, not successful, but alive. And that's where you start. Even if it's tiny, even if it's just sitting at the piano for 3 minutes without thinking about emails or errands or all of the lists that you have. Maybe your why, it used to be big, right? Like career goals and creative pursuits and passion projects. But maybe now your why is just finding peace, because that's important too. And then there's a step that a lot of people skip, okay? Don't rebuild alone. When a house is damaged, do we expect one person to lift the beams and fix the roof on their own? No, of course not. So why do we do that with ourselves? Let people in. Let them hold the flashlight while you find your footing again. Do you hear me? Let them remind you who you are when you forget. And if you don't have someone like that in your life right now, I really hope this episode can be that small reminder. You're still here, and that is enough. But let community replace pressure. Let softness replace shame. Let someone bring you a cup of tea and not feel the need to apologize for needing it. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are a soul in need of just gentleness. Burnout might have knocked you down, let's be honest, but it's also cleared the space for something new. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. Burnout might have knocked you down, but it's also cleared the space for something new. And maybe, just maybe, that next version of you, it won't be built from hustle or from pressure, but from presence and breath and honesty. And the breath that you're taking, like right now, it's the beginning. So take it in. So here's the takeaway for this week. Tonight before bed, instead of asking, did I do enough today? I want you to ask this instead. Did I give myself even one moment to feel okay? Did I give myself even one moment to feel okay? If not, take one now. Breathe. And if that's all that you do today, that's still something beautiful. You're still here. And that, my friend, is a very good place to be. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind and join me again as we calm it down. Well, you have made it to the end, either because you loved it or because you fell asleep and your phone just kept playing. Either way, before you go, a quick note. Calm It Down Deeper is live. More episodes, no ads, early access, exclusive meditations, live Q&As. So many things to come. Behind the scene extras. Basically, everything you already love about this podcast, but more of it. Think of it like ordering fries and getting an entire extra order for free. No one needs extra fries, but are you really going to turn them down? No. Join at calmitdownpodcast.com. Look for Calm It Down Deeper. Or don't, but extra fries. To find more episodes of Calm It Down, see where I may be appearing in your area, or just simply want to know where to send me some chocolate chip cookies, visit calmitdownpodcast.com. This podcast was written and produced by yours truly, Chad Lawson, composer, pianist, and nationally recognized Sweet Tooth. The views, expressions, and techniques in this episode are of my personal opinion and not intended, nor should they, serve as a substitute for medical advice or diagnosis rendered to you by your individual doctor or other healthcare provider. Only a licensed physician should evaluate your situation, provide a diagnosis, or render other medical advice to you, and you should only act upon the advice of this physician. Now, I'm an extreme empath by nature, but my profession is that of a composer and pianist, not a licensed therapist or physician. I hear from thousands of listeners how my music has helped them through various stages of emotional needs, and I simply want to offer this in future podcast episodes to aid those needs. So to find a list of licensed professionals in your area, please visit calmitdownpodcast.com. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review, or better yet, share it with a friend. While it takes less than 60 seconds to do, its impact will last for years to come, as every little bit helps in growing the awareness and the importance of mental and emotional health. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind and join me again as we calm it down.